Hey everybody, it's Shaw Marie. I'm going to make a tutorial today using products from the April 2023 Bargain Bead Box and this pretty pendant piece that came from the sister site, Bead Box Bargains. It is currently still available. It's $3.09 and that's before you can use your 30% coupon on it. So it goes really well with the set that we got this month. My pendant piece had come cracked, and Bead Box Bargains is so good. All I did was contact them, and they have another one on the way to me. But I thought in the meantime I would take this piece and make something with it. So let's get started. These two pieces I pre-strung, so I have an idea of how I want it to look. And so what you're going to need is some crimp beads. And I just dumped a few here, but I think we're going to use like 8 of them, assuming I don't lose any or break any. 8 clamshells or cord ends, whatever you decide you would like to use. A toggle clasp, which I also got from the sister store. All this stuff came from the sister store, so it's all available there. 8 4mm jump rings. 1 6mm jump ring, 1 8mm jump ring. You're going to want 8 of these pink beads with speckles on them that we got in the box. I picked out, I think it's 6 that I'm going to end up, 12 total that I'm going to end up using. Of the chip beads, I picked out the biggest ones I could find in my box. You're going to want 12 of the spacer beads that we got in the box. 4 of the cherry quartz rounds, and 8 of the leaves. I cut 4 strands of string and wire. I cut mine 4.5. That's really longer than you need. As you can see, I've got a little extra here on this, and that's more than I need, but I like to work with this longer piece. I had carpal tunnel surgery years ago, and my fingers don't work as well as they should, so I need a little bit longer piece to work with. So I have this one ready to go, more or less. I already crimped it. Let's see if I can get it open. Well, there. And slid my clamshell on, so it's already up there and ready to go. All I do is close it up. For tools, you're going to need a couple of pairs of pliers just to hold your jump rings and stuff with, whichever you choose to use. A crimping plier, and that's just to squish the beads, and a pair of cutters. So to get started, like I said, I've already strung these 2 up, so I just need to string 2 more to match. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start stringing them up, and forgive me if I fumble around here trying to find the holes. They are very small. Not quite as small as they were on the little peridot beads. Those were much harder, I think, but these were in a pretty close second. So we just string the leaf on, and then the quartz bead. This is really, I mean, it's a simple stringing project. It's not extremely hard. These were very, very, very pretty box this month. I mean, they always have such a pretty box, but I'm partial to pinks, so I really, really liked this one. And I think that the component that I got from, I actually had that already prior to getting this box, so when I saw this box, I was like, oh, I can use that right along with it. And so there's that one strung. I mean, it's a pretty quick project. And on this one, I'm going to take my little crimp bead. I'll try to get up here where you can see. And again, I can't hold on to anything. And just put it on the end of my string and wire. And I'm just going to close it right over it and just give it a squeeze. I just need it on there enough to hold the clamshell. And it's not going anywhere. Trim that off. Put my clamshell down over it. and just close it shut. And you can glue it if you want, but unless I'm using a string, the wire doesn't seem to come off so much. If I was using a string, I'd probably glue it, but this seems to hold pretty well. So there's that part done. And then this part is, again, just a simple little, or would be simple if I could hang on to it. Just going back and forth with the pattern. I think everybody that gets these boxes tend to have a favorite from every now and then, and this was one of my favorites. This one kind of reminded me of one we had gotten a few years ago that was, I think we got it in August, and it was a lot of pinks and flowery stuff, and I just loved that one. It was so pretty. When I saw that one, I was very happy, and again, I was with this one as well. Last month's was beautiful. I loved it, don't get me wrong, but I'm a pastels person, so I like dainty jewelry. So there, that one is strung up as well. And like I said, it was pretty simple. It was quick and easy. So I'm just going to take a clamshell and I'm going to open it up as much as I can without snapping it in half, and just dropping it down over. Put on my crimped bead, maybe. Guess not that one. That one just went flying. There we go. And I just kind of let it hang and dangle. I don't want it to be too tight, because if you push it down, if you push down on it, you're going to make it so stiff you have no curve for your arm. So you just want to kind of let it fall into place, and then just give it a little squeeze. Make sure it's not going to come off. And like I said, I have way more than I needed. Just trim it off, close it over, and there's one piece ready to go. And then we'll repeat that with the other 3 strands here. For me, the struggle is getting the things onto the wire. See? There's that one. Again, just give it a squeeze in there. Trim that off. Close this up. And I cut my strings, I don't know if I mentioned it in the beginning or not, but I cut my strings at about 4.5 inches. So I probably could have gotten away with 3 inches and still had plenty of room to work with, but I was guaranteed to have enough to hang on to this way. These crimp beads are so tiny. I wasn't sure if I was going to like them, but I actually really do. And again, just grab it with the tips of your, I don't know if you can even see what I'm doing, but kind of a shadow there, and just squeeze it. Make sure it's not going to, oop, that one didn't get quite tight enough. There we go. That's not going anywhere. Sorry, getting out of frame here. Be careful when you squeeze that too. You can dent it if you squeeze it too hard. I try to put it in the groove for when you crimp in your crimp tube. It seems to hold it better and just gives it a little extra push. So we just need one more clamshell. I'm going to have crimp beads everywhere. Better too many than not enough, I suppose. So, try to get a shot so you can see the little crimp bead right there. And again, like I said, I just try to let it fall into place naturally. Getting a hold of it sometimes is the tricky part. And then just give it a good squeeze, a good smush. That's how. There. Now, well, that would look cute too, actually, crisscrossing them, making them look like they, maybe. No, I'm going to stick to the original plan, but that would look nice too. Alright, so then all there is to do is to attach it. And these are already opened. I tried to get them prepared for myself. I'm going to open them a little bit more. Just put in the eye of it, close it up. Oh, I'm going all over the place, aren't I? Gonna make you all seasick. Adjust this light a little bit. It's not really all that good. Take another one. And then I get the two of those. Just clip it onto your piece here. Close the whole thing up so they're all attached. That's how it looks so far. Oops, dropped it. There's that one. I like to add the extra jump ring because it helps everything kind of lay into place better. This is a relatively simple bracelet to make, but it is very pretty. As you can see, it looks really nice, and it will lay really well as well. And it doesn't really matter which side it goes on because it's. And I did end up flipping those, didn't I? Nope, there we go. I have it right. I'm having a hard time seeing here. I'm sorry if I'm going out of off frame continuously. And then all that's left is to put on the connection. I'm going to add an extra jump ring here at the end. This is going to be the toggle side. It gives it a little more room to get in there when you're trying to clasp it. I don't know if you've ever fought with toggles, but the struggle is real. I might not have that one opened up. There we go. And just close that up. It's coming together really nice. And then the other end is the same thing, just hooking the jump rings and your toggle. Make sure it's good and closed. Let's get some stuff out of the way. And there's your finished bracelet. I think it came out really pretty. Let's show you how it looks on. If I can get it on. So hard to put on myself. Alright, well, let's try this another way. I might have to go off camera for a minute to do it because I'm trying to get under my camera and under my light. I think I might have it. There. I think it came out really pretty. I don't know if you can see it. I wish my lighting was better. It's very overcast here today, and the lighting I have in my house just isn't wonderful. Might not even hurt to add an extra jump ring to your toggle bar part. You know, you could even add more if you wanted to. Make it a little longer. It also helps it to flex a little bit better when you're trying to clasp it. So overall, this bracelet measures 7.5 inches. So that's just about the standard size bracelet, and I think it came out quite pretty, and I hope you all liked it. Thank you for watching. I just wanted to try and share something with you all, and this is what I came up with. So thank you for watching, and if you like, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment, all the above. And thank you very much for watching, and have a good day. Bye.